Welcome to MindSpark and where your mind ignites. Your brain is quietly influencing dozens of your decisions every single day, without you even noticing. Every time you click on a video, every time you change your mind at the last second, every time you get a strange gut feeling, you probably think you are fully in control. But in many cases, your brain has already decided before your conscious mind catches up. Sounds unsettling? In the next few minutes, you're going to discover 7 powerful psychological tricks your brain uses to shape what you think, what you feel, and what you do. And once you notice these patterns, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Let's begin. Trick number 1, the illusion of control. Humans have a deep psychological need to feel in control. Control creates certainty. Certainty creates safety, and your brain is heavily biased toward anything that reduces uncertainty. The problem is, your brain is perfectly willing to invent the feeling of control, even when no real control exists. In classic psychology experiments, researchers observed something fascinating. When people roll dice themselves, they often throw harder when they want higher numbers, throw softer when they want lower numbers. Logically, this makes no sense. The probability never changes, but emotionally, it feels different. Why? Because the feeling of influence reduces anxiety about randomness. You can see this illusion everywhere in daily life. Repeatedly pressing the elevator button, refreshing your phone over and over, following small, lucky rituals before important moments. You're not being irrational. You're being human. And your brain dislikes uncertainty far more than you realize. Trick number 2, confirmation bias. Your brain is not designed to seek truth first. It's designed to protect what you already believe. This is known as confirmation bias. Once your brain forms an initial belief, it begins filtering reality in a very selective way. Information that supports your belief gets highlighted. Information that challenges it gets quietly minimized or ignored. And the most dangerous part? This process happens mostly outside your awareness. You're usually not consciously trying to be biased. Your brain is simply trying to maintain a consistent, stable worldview. On social media, this effect becomes even stronger. Algorithms quickly learn what you tend to agree with, and then show you more of it. Over time, something subtle happens. Your opinions start to feel obviously correct, self-evident, undeniable, when in reality, you may just be inside a very comfortable echo chamber. Trick number 3, the spotlight effect. Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt like everyone was watching you, judging you, noticing every small mistake? There's a psychological reason for that. It's called the spotlight effect. Humans consistently overestimate how much other people notice us. In one well-known study, students were asked to wear an embarrassing t-shirt and enter a crowded room. Afterward, they estimated how many people noticed the shirt. The average guess, around 50%. The actual number, closer to 20%. Your brain is dramatically overestimating the spotlight. Why does this happen? Because from your perspective, you are the center of your own world. But from everyone else's perspective, they are the center of theirs. So if you've been hesitating to post content, overthinking small mistakes, worrying too much about judgment, remember this: people are thinking about you far less than you think. Mid-video retention hook. But what you've heard so far isn't even the most powerful trick, because the next one is quietly keeping billions of people glued to their phones every single day. Trick number 4, dopamine loops. Most people think dopamine is the chemical of pleasure. that's only partially true. Dopamine is much more about anticipation and motivation than pure enjoyment. Your brain becomes especially activated by rewards that are unpredictable. This is called a variable reward loop, and it's incredibly powerful. It's why you can scroll social media for far longer than you planned, check notifications repeatedly, pull down to refresh just one more time. Each refresh creates a tiny moment of possibility. Maybe something new is there. Maybe something exciting happened. Maybe, and that single word, maybe, is what keeps the loop alive. Slot machines use this exact same psychological mechanism, and modern apps have quietly perfected it. Your phone isn't just competing for your time, it's competing for your brain's reward system, and most of the time, it's winning. Trick number 5, emotional contagion. Humans are deeply social creatures, and your brain is constantly scanning the emotional states of people around you. Neuroscientists have identified specialized cells, often referred to as mirror neurons. These help your brain automatically simulate what others are feeling, which means emotions can spread very quickly. This is why one anxious person can raise the tension in a room. One excited person can energize a group. One toxic comment can shift your entire mood online. This effect becomes amplified because negative emotions tend to spread faster than neutral ones. From an evolutionary standpoint, your brain is wired to prioritize potential threats, which means outrage, conflict, and drama naturally capture more attention. Not because people are bad, but because human brains are built to notice danger first. Trick number 6. The peak end rule. Your brain does not remember experiences the way you think it does. Instead of storing the full experience evenly, it heavily prioritizes 2 moments: the emotional peak and the ending. Psychologists call this the peak end rule. In one famous study involving uncomfortable medical procedures, researchers discovered something surprising. Participants were more willing to repeat a longer but better ending experience than a shorter one that ended more painfully. In other words, your memory is not a perfect recording device. It's more like a highlight reel, edited by your brain. This is exactly why strong endings in videos matter so much. Trick number 7, cognitive ease. Your brain is constantly trying to conserve energy, and anything that feels easy to process feels safer and more trustworthy. Psychologists call this cognitive ease. When something is simple, clear, and familiar, your brain is more likely to believe it, even when the actual evidence hasn't changed. Studies have shown easier to read fonts increase perceived credibility. Simple language improves agreement rates. Familiar ideas feel more true over time. Your brain often uses ease as a shortcut for accuracy, and in the modern information environment, that shortcut can be very misleading. Now you're seeing the bigger picture. Your brain is not just helping you navigate the world, it is constantly filtering, predicting, and quietly influencing your decisions. The real question isn't whether your brain is shaping your behavior. It absolutely is. The real question is, how often do you actually notice it happening? If this video made you see your own mind a little differently, subscribe to MindSpark for more psychology insights that change the way you see the world, and I'll see you in the next video.